Well, good morning. Another hike at Frontenac Challenge. And yeah, Big Salmon Lake Loop. Awesome. Really long day. Starting early. And things are moving already. Like I got trumpeter swans flying over me. Everything's getting out of here because winter's coming. The colors changed overnight and it's nice and cool. It's only 4 degrees Celsius right now. But it will warm up today. And it's tough getting up there in the morning, I tell you. It's black, dark, driving here, and when I get here and see everything moving around, and gotta love it. Here's my route today. I'm right here, the boat launch, Big Salmon Lake. I'm going to go around the lake. I'm going to do the south shore first. It's more rugged. Some people take the north shore first because it's not as rugged. I'd rather get the ruggedness over with and have more of a gentle way back because my body's going to be sore. So I was here the other day and I've done this section when doing the Cedar Loop. It's a nice place, so let's do it again.
Sometimes what you want ain't what you need. Sometimes letting go can make your heart bleed. Sometimes the road ahead seems dark as night. Have some faith in yourself, that's the guiding light. You should know that when your dreams have hit the ceiling and fallen back down on the ground, let me tell you, I know the feeling. I used to live in that town. One door closes, another swings open. That's life, and not to dwell upon the darkest hour, they say, is just before dawn.
Well, the sun has got higher very quickly, actually, and the mist left this lake really quickly. So yeah, it's gonna be a good day. I stopped to talk to the park staff. Gave them huge praise for maintaining these trails, maintaining this park. Great people, great park. They're doing an amazing job. Yeah, I'm really impressed. So I found out just yesterday, bit of a cool thing to know if you're doing this challenge. A lot of these loops connect with other loops. For example, I'm doing the Big Salmon today, but I was on this part of the trail a few days ago when I did the Cedar Loop. So I'm wondering, well, where's the sign? Where's the clue? And the friends of Frontenac informed me that it can never be on adjoining trails. So for the sign that I'm looking for today, for the Big Salmon with loop with the clue on it, or the lichen on it, the key word, it can't be on this section. They wouldn't do that. It'd be on the actual trail with no adjoining other trail. So, with that in mind, I looked at the map, and there's only 2 spots that it can be. And I won't get to those spots until later today. which is cool, because meaning you have to do the loop. You can't just go find the sign, write it down, and then go home and say that you've done it. And I think that has a lot to do with mentality of people. The people I met already on the trail, which hasn't been that many, they wouldn't do that. They're out here just for a hike. And the lure, just to get them up in the morning, like me, this morning I was like, oh boy, is to find the sign. Who cares if you find the sign? In fact, you can do this challenge in spring, summer, wherever, when the challenge isn't open up yet. If you wanted to, why not? Because at the end of the day, do we really need a sign to prove that we went for a nice walk in the woods? Well, maybe some people do, but I don't, because look at this. This is amazing. This is why I'm here. Okay, here's my next fork on the trail. And the Cedar Lake Loop is that way, but I want to go to the left. These signs are awesome. There's a map if you need it. Of course, you should bring a map. Don't trust to look at those things all the time on the posts. Bring your own map. Friends have a map available. You can buy it online, buy it at outdoor stores, or even buy it at the main gate. You get a paper map or a waterproof map. That's more expensive. I think waterproof was like $20-something. Paper was $7. Go for the waterproof one. Much better quality. You don't have to put it in a Ziploc bag if it rains. And yeah, bring a compass, know how to use the compass. Bring a GPS, know how to use the GPS. And I don't think you'll get lost out here, but you might get confused of your whereabouts at times, meaning that you're on the wrong trail. One thing that Evan taught me the other day, and I filmed it, but the audio was bad, so I'll go over it again in this video. Later on in the fall, which is happening soon, the leaves, as you see in front of me, cover the trail quite a bit, and you might find yourself wandering off the trail. So what you do is you look backwards if you find yourself off the trail, for example like this, and look for the blue signs. So the park staff have put a lot of those blue signs along the trail, enough that you can see one from the other. And yeah, just look back and you'll find the trail again by looking for those blue markers. Look at this tree coming up. Look at this. Oh man, gorgeous. Gorgeous. That's an oak. Give it 2 more weeks and the whole thing will be full of colors. Can't wait. I've left the lake for a while. Moved in outline a bit to some small ponds, and I was like, oh, I kind of like the lake. I'm okay with this place now. The amount of huge white oak in here, worth the trail 100%, even if it wasn't no lake to see. All right, time to move on. So this is my 5th trail of the 11 loops for the Frontenac Challenge, and none of them have disappointed me, and all of them are different in their own way. Oh, that was the biggest bullfrog I've ever seen in my life. This place is alive with frogs. So this place is absolutely alive with bullfrogs. They all went down under. I think I got a couple on film. And how you know it's a bullfrog, not any other frog? Well, first of all, it's a huge frog, so it's a bullfrog. But if it's a small bullfrog, it can get confused with a green frog. So what you do is you look at it, and all frogs have a tympanum, which is a round disc right here, and it's basically their eardrum, and it's very sensitive. So actually, if you put a little ribbon over its head, it'll grab the ribbon, won't let it go. Just put it near the tympanum. It's very sensitive. Yeah, so bullfrogs have a very large disc on there, more so than the green frog and other frogs. But also, it does not have a dorsolateral fold. So on some frogs, especially the green frog, there's a kind of a, I don't know, a line of skin folded up on one side and the other, called a dorsolateral fold. And that's how you know it's a green frog, because the green frog has a dorsolateral fold right from the head all the way down to its buttocks. And the bullfrog has no dorsolateral fold, completely bare on the back. So that's how you tell the difference. Mind you, like again, these things are huge. I know they're bullfrogs. And alive. This place is alive with them. Incredible diversity. So wintergreen. And a whole bunch of berries on the bushes now. So yeah, it's a ground plant, and tastes like wintergreen. Strong wintergreen taste. Makes a lovely tea. And the fruit is edible. Has that wintergreen taste to it as well. Kind of, to me, it tastes like a bruised apple. It's tasty. I wouldn't eat a lot of it. It's very acidic. So, but it's edible and really tasty. Cool. Winter berries. Grow along wetlands, high bush. Look at all the berries. So we're getting near the campsite. Oh, here it is right here. How do I know? There's a bunch of trees cut for firewood back there. So here's the campsite. Let's have a look at it. Unless someone's here. Okay, we're not going to check it out because people are camped there. So give them their morning peace. They're cluster sites, though. There's 2 sites, and both are taken. Nice. Nice to see people out.
Doozy, say hi.
Hey!
Hi, my name's Sonia. I'm from the east side of town, I guess, so you could say. A couple of hours from here, and I come and do some hiking every now and then on the weekends.
So what do you think of Frontenac?
Frontenac is a beautiful park. It's a great park. It's well maintained. There's nice bridges for the water crossings. There's bear vaults as well, so you can put all your food away, which is nice. The tent pads are a nice upgrade as well for a lot of the sites. I don't know, it's nice, it's accessible, it's good for a range from anywhere from beginner to, I'd say, intermediate hikers. So yeah, it's good.
How's the poison ivy?
Not great. Not great. There's some sites though that don't have any poison ivy, and some sites unfortunately do. And well, yeah, if you're like me and you get caught onto it, then yeah, got caught off guard today going on camera. But yeah, so poison ivy, there is some in the site for sure.
Okay, we're here at Camel Lake Portage, and there is a trail that keeps going along the lake here. That's not the hiking trail. What I want to follow is the portage for a bit, and then the trail goes off the portage. Just so let you know. Just let you know. Here we go. In the far distance, you can see a heron rookery. Great blue herons nested there this year. Great blue herons, amazing birds, love them. They nest in trees. They also have, just like the turkey vulture I was saying the other day, their whitewash is very acidic, and if a raccoon or whatever animal is climbing up the tree to get the eggs or the young, the heron will actually poop on it. They're very aggressive. So when we used to ban them, I used to ban birds for a living, we used to have to wear goggles because they would actually try to stab you in your eyes with their long beak. First thing they would do. Yeah. Cool. Big Salmon Lake Loop now goes to the right. Okay, here's one of the poplars. This is a large tooth aspen. And how you know it's large tooth aspen? Look at the large teeth, the large serrations on it. And if you look at the tip there, it's got powder, white powder on it, almost like talcum powder. Yeah. And like the trembling aspen, it has a loose petiole. So see how it's flipping its leaves. Petiole is this, so it's fairly loose. Here's another species. This is staghorn sumac. It's not poison sumac, it's staghorn sumac. It's actually a native little tree, shrub, kind of in between. And yeah, it turns vibrant red in the fall. So you identify it by its compound leaflet. So it has one leaf has several leaves to the leaflet. But the kicker is this thing right here. It's got a cluster of red berries, all fuzzy. It's also got a fuzzy stem too. They're fuzzy, and you can eat one if you want. Tastes like almost like a I don't know, like a vinegar taste to it. Makes a lovely tea, even a lemonade. Okay, here's some milkweed. Pods have opened up and the seeds are going out and they're going to fly away like mini parachutes. And disperse their seeds. So this is introduced. It was introduced to this area in World War I. Those pods were used to stuff the pillows for the troops during the war. And then goose down became a better sleep, I guess. So yeah, now they're growing everywhere, which is fine because the monarch likes this plant, and birds don't like eating monarchs because they taste really bad because of the milkweed juice tasting really bad. So this is where the sign could be. I haven't seen it yet. I've seen the clue. Because I'm now in a section of the Big Salmon Loop that doesn't join any other trail. So, I gotta keep my eyes peeled. I don't know. I don't think I'll miss it. What a gorgeous morning. So behind me is Big Salmon Lake. Near the far end. Would it be the east side? And I do remember taking students around this area because we actually camped there once at this site behind me. And I'm coming up to a steep part, I think. Let's see. So I'm at the portage from Big Salmon Lake to LaBelle Lake. Okay. Here we go. Look at this. Oh, look, another hill. Just a little note here, got the map out. We've got a crossroads here, and campsite 17, which is actually down towards, actually Big Clear Lake, and it's down that way, but it has hiking markers on that trail, but it just, it's the trail to the campsite, and that way is campsite 5, which I already passed. But it doesn't show that I go this way to continue on the Big Salmon Lake Loop. So bring a map. All right. And also, I was wrong the other day. I was kind of bad-mouthing the cluster campsites, which I still do. I still don't like them. But looking at this map, I got the new map this year, and there's a few sites, I think at least 6 new sites that are put separately on their own. So I stand corrected. They must have changed that probably last year, actually. I didn't even know they did that. So that's kind of cool, because 17 is not a cluster site. It's all on its own. So I'd love to have that site. And I did ask the park why they put the platforms and created cluster sites. They said historically this park has been used by a lot of youth groups, a lot of schools, a lot of church groups and stuff like that. So having them all together in a cluster made sense at the time, and still does, because they still have the groups coming in. So, okay, I'm not knocking it. When I took students here, it was a bonus, because we'd all stay all the one site and have more than 9 students with us, like what the use of park rule is per site. Anyway, all right, time to move on. I'm making good time. Beautiful day. So Big Clear Lake is that way, and I'm now hooking up on the portage to Black Lake. So Evan showed me this the other day when we were hiking, Evan Holt from Traversing, when we did the Gibson Lake Loop. This is a portage sign, and he said they put it down low for a reason. The park put it down low because if you have a canoe in your head, you wouldn't be able to see it if it's up there. So I don't know any other park that does that. They're thinking. Cool idea. Right, here we go. Oh. Let me get sore. I don't know what poop that is. It's not bear poop. Nice, Black Lake. Nice little remote lake. Time for some tea. Tea break. I'll show you in a minute, but I just found some partridge berry. Oh, that's good tea. I love mint tea. It's called partridge berry because grouse, or partridge, love eating it. Love eating the berries. So partridge berry. This is the only one I see here. Okay, I'm on a road. So obviously the north side of Big Salmon is a little bit easier walking than the south side. I didn't know the section of it was a road. It's cool. You can see the old remnants of shanties and stuff. Oh. That was bear poop. Yeah, remnants of the old shanties and farms and homesteads that were here along this road. All right, here we are now. Black Lake to Bear Lake Portage. Oh, I'm not on the south side of Big Salmon yet. The Black Lake's there. Road's there. Hiking there. All right. Bear Lake. Okay, another crossroads. A little confusing, but the signs are here. I'm now hooking up to the Little Clear Lake Loop, which actually I'm going to do on Monday. I'm going to do a camp out on Big Salmon with a friend of mine, Sean Rowley. There's be some laughter there, I tell you. We're going to do 2 loops that day, and then sleep in a tent for once, instead of walking all day and then going home. Well, this is pretty cool. Old truck left here many years ago. They call it Thor. And yeah, it was when the homesteaders were here, loggers were here, miners were here. I'll read up about it when I get back. But it's pretty cool to see. And I also was told that it was left here because over the winter, porcupines ate the tires. So they just left it here. Back then it was probably called garbage, and now they just call it history. Well, this is where the Green homestead was, and when was it? Late 1890s to the early 1900s. And yeah, you can see a bit of it in the distance. Okay, forks, quite a few forks here. Crossing the Portage, another trail, but I know I have to go left because I know I'm going towards campsite 3, which is on Big Salmon Lake. So that way, not that way, or that way, that way. So this is the trunk of a beech tree, really old beech, and it has a blight to it. I think 2 things make this happen, an insect and a fungal infection. Yeah, beech aren't doing very well right now. And here's the leaf of the beech. Rich serrations on the side, almost like comes to each individual point. It also has a V-shaped base and right to the petiole, and also very prominent veins. Very prominent veins. Beech. So the old beech is dying of disease, but yet there's a whole bunch of young saplings around it, so it's not all too bad. It's called life. This is what you don't do to a beech tree. Man, oh well. I hope they're still married. Or still together anyway. And yeah, so the beech too also looks like the trunk of an elephant, or the leg of an elephant. It's smooth and gray. And easy to carve into. Well, I'm just passing where you go to campsite 14. And on my left here is Big Salmon Lake. I think I'm almost done. Probably another 2 kilometers before you get to the parking lot. That was an awesome day. Beautiful day. Cool breeze. Not hot, not cold. Just right. So that was 17 kilometers. And I stopped to talk to a few people, so a little bit longer than I thought, but I think it's still just around 6 hours it took me to do that hike. And left extra early, so I'm guessing, again, I didn't bring a watch. Oh, I don't even think it's 2 o'clock yet. Probably met about half a dozen people. Most are with backpacks overnighting it for a few days. And actually not one of them knew about the Frontenac Challenge. So they're out here just to be out here. That's kind of cool. Whew. Okay, that's it. I'll be out in another couple of days and sleeping in the great outdoors this time, not driving home. All right, good. This is beautiful. Oh man.